Follow the river downstream.
And again, lots of remains of what can only be some kind of buildings. There's straight lines of stones and brick. So, were there some houses here at one time? If anyone could clue me in on the history of these. There's another row of stones there. Definitely looks like the kind of outline of a building. So perhaps there was some kind of community living down here at one time. Or maybe these were buildings connected with the mill, although that is a little bit further down. And that was the other side of the river as well, so... You see what you can find if you go off the main trail. Some places you can get right down to the riverside and things start to fit together. Sometimes. Right, let's continue exploring this path. More stones beneath me. It's kind of a stone wall structure there. So yeah, buildings here would have stretched for, I don't know, something like 100 metres or so, back up to the west. So what was here? The footpath has come to a metal fence, so we'll have to go round. And that's the bank of the river there. What have we got here? I just love going off the beaten track. Well, there's Walkley Bank Tilt Dam just over on the south side of the river there. And look, there's some steps going down to the river there. Now why? Because there aren't any stepping stones at this point. But obviously there was something down here at one time. Yeah, steps going down. But there's no reference, as far as I know, on any maps to any stepping stones that were here. So where did they lead to? There definitely must have been some kind of river crossing.
Rivelin Valley Trail.
Now I'm hoping we're going to be lucky with wildlife, because there is a significant number of ducks, apparently, on Walkley Bank Tilt Dam. So we certainly... Hopefully they'll stop and pose and show a beak. Now right down by the side of the river, it's going around a bend here. As you can see, the river's actually very low at the moment, so like at other parts of the Rivelin, you can actually walk out right into the middle in some parts. Now the Walkley Bank Tilt Dam is just up there on the south bank. I don't think I've ever seen the river quite as low here before. We have a river crossing at this point. Although they're a little bit slippery at the moment. And I'm making my way up to Walkley Bank Tilt Dam area on the Rivelin Valley Trail as we continue our journey. Interesting curved, kind of looks like that would have been a tunnel with water in it at some point, but I don't know. Looks like it's partially blocked, I don't know. But that must have been connected to the dam, which is just up there.
The Rivelin Valley Trail.
So, as you can see, there's a cobbled road there. That's the original entrance to what was Walkley Bank Tilt, or had a few other names as well. Havelock Dam, was it? Or Hallam Wheel. Yeah, that's the original cobbled entrance. That's interesting. This would have been the way in and out for all the products that were made by the Tilt mill that was here. Presumably there used to be some kind of gate across here. Anyway, the mill buildings were pretty much where the car park is now. So no trace whatsoever. And exactly where the wheel pit was, not sure. So we'd be walking right through the mill buildings here. So you think, big stone there. But we're going to have a look down this way to the east of the dam a little bit later. I'm going to walk round the whole of Walkley Bank Tilt Dam now. So I'm walking around the north bank of the Walkley Bank Tilt Dam. Lots of ducks around here. So the dam is still completely intact. Oh, are these the steps? Dad, these are the steps that I saw from the other side earlier. Well, they actually do come down to a footpath here. It's completely overgrown. So perhaps those steps just went onto the footpath. Maybe there were no stepping stones at this point. Now this is one of the larger dams on the Rivelin Trail, completely intact and mostly clear. There's a little bit of jungle on the south side over there, but and someone's fishing as well on the other side of the bank behind me, so it's certainly a living pond as well as a dam. So approaching the western end of the Walkley Bank mill pond, can hear that weir that we saw earlier. So let's see if we can find the original sluice entrance that puts water into this dam. It's a shame I couldn't find any trace of the pen trough or the tail goit at the other end. But as I said, we'll go further downstream, of course, a bit later. And here's the weir. And here's what they call the head goit or the head race. Feeding. Is there a sluice gate down there? So overgrown, I don't know. But it seems to be flowing. So there is water filling in this pond, filling up this pond, and it's flowing out of the overflow at the other side. There's another way round here. There's another footpath, I think that heads up to Rivelin Valley Road. So we'll explore that as well. Natural beauty. You can't beat it. Interesting stone arrangement here as well. We're just slightly to the west of Walkley Bank Tilt Dam. Interesting. And the remains of, I think that was a bench at one time. Must have been there for a few decades. It's kind of rotted away. And there's some more kind of flat stones in the river there. Why? What are they for? Why are they here? It's So there could well have been some kind of structure here to the west of the dam. Anybody know? There's another bench. One of the original benches, I would say. This one's not rotted away, but it's rather overgrown. So I'm trying to explore as many of the footpaths as I can. We're actually heading upstream now, the other side to where I was walking earlier. Oh, another bench. Yes, I think that one also has seen better days. Oh, I don't know. It has character. Absolute character. Interesting little kind of almost ways down to the river with some stones. It's really interesting. Now in these episodes you'll see maps appearing which give roughly the area that I'm covering. You'll have seen a map with Walkley Bank Tilt on it, an old map. That way up there just goes up to Rivelin Valley Road. I can hear it. And the traffic. But it is 9:15 in the morning. It is very, very busy. So let's continue now downstream, back to Walkley Bank Tilt Dam. After that, I'm going to try and find some remnants of a tailgoit and maybe what might have been the wheel pit. But I've no idea how lucky I'll be with that. After that, we continue downstream. It's the Grog Room wheel and Mouse Hill Forge, or is it the other way around? I can't remember which comes first. And then it's Malin Bridge Corn Mill to finish up with. So we're not far off completing the trail. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn round when I get to Malin Bridge Corn Mill and go all the way back up again, because I do want to do some kind of live broadcast of walking the entire trail. Don't know if anyone's ever done that. If you are following this series and enjoying it, please comment, and please also recommend it to anyone who knows Rivelin and who might be interested in what a joyous place this is to be. As I said in an earlier episode, I'm going to come back and do a winter-based series down here when everything looks completely different. It's not as green, it's more brown and monochrome, but you can actually see a lot more of the industrial remains. And it's just a completely different place in the winter. Beautiful in a different way.
The river